Boy, rich boy, you can't talk because you're rich. Yeah, and I'm broke.
Hey guys, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about a YouTuber named Wendigoon. Now, you've most definitely heard of Wendigoon, and this time around, he's gotten himself into some controversy. Well, not really, I'm kind of lying, I gotta get that clickbait. But, there's this YouTuber who made a hit piece on him and a few other YouTubers, and the hit piece, like, I mean, at least I personally think it's a hit piece. I think it's completely fucking bonkers because once you get the context when I show the clip, you're gonna be like, "Oh, what the fuck is this guy on about?" Because this guy is speaking absolute nonsense. The absolute nonsense he's speaking is fucking dog shit. It makes completely no sense why he's doing this except jealousy. You'll see what I mean by jealousy in a second with how much he talks about how rich Wendigoon is. Well, I guess I already told you. It's not, I guess I already told you then. Alright, let me show the clip.
Is a horror conspiracy theorist YouTuber with several million subscribers that, as you will hopefully come to see, should not be seen as the wholesome, southern, friendly dad persona that he has publicly constructed around himself in the past several years. And that, like many people who talk about being Christians as much as he does, has a dark past with deep ties to far-right extremism. On a base level, his work has never been of personal interest to me. We share a similar focus on topics that we like to write about, but our similarities basically end there. I have no need or desire to hear 5 hours of opinions on Blood Meridian from a 21-year-old millionaire who got famous around the age of 19.
See, I told you guys he was going to bring up the fact that he was rich how many times, and it's just like, damn, he literally seems jealous as fuck. I don't get why he's even like doing this, except you're rich and I'm not. And it's like, what? Bro, stop being jealous, bro. Get your money up. Don't get your funny up. That shit is bummy as all hell. And that's just the truth. And the truth is, it just doesn't help his case at all for what he's trying to portray in this hit piece. And it really just kind of shows you what his intentions were truly. Not that he actually wants to, spread any awareness about anything, but that he's just jealous and he wants to use the audience that Wendigoon has to get money. I mean, I clickbait, but like, bro is like going crazy because he's jealous. It's kind of weird. It's just weird.
And that to think that you shouldn't be able to say or publish whatever you like at any point in your life. You're obviously free to do so. And I also don't want it to be seen as if I'm talking down to young people, because I'm not. Politically, they are frequently the most with it, and their voices should be heard on issues that pertain to them. They are looked down upon too often in our culture. What I'm talking about here pertains to the very act of writing itself. And with that, perspective. And I don't know if you can actually really truly be a good cultural critic with a voice that has a definitive perspective, without several years of genuine, independent, lived experience away from the home that you were raised in. And in his case, he became exceptionally wealthy by the time that he was 19 or 20.
See what the fuck I mean? This dickhead is always talking about he got rich at an early age. Okay. I don't like who gives a fuck? Like, he got rich at an early age. We should be like clapping because not a lot of people do that, and apparently you also didn't do that considering you're how old? Complaining like a bitch.
All that would qualify you to give criticism on works of art about the experience of average and poor people. I would argue not. And if that is the case, why would your perspective matter as a critic? Not to mention the fact that Wendigoon was raised in a very wealthy family, and with that comes from a wealthy perspective. He himself has inadvertently admitted that his family at one point had millions of dollars, when he said once on stream, "Would you believe me that when my dad was young, he used to be in an organized crime gang and is now a Sunday school teacher? Very wild life that guy's lived. He was in an organized crime gang that my grandfather ran. A lot of bad things went down. They got investigated by the FBI. My grandpa went to jail. My dad had to testify. and tried to take up the business. The business fell apart, and he ended up losing millions of dollars to the state, lost everything, found God, became a Christian, and is now both the best man and the best Christian I've ever met.
So bro pulled the Chief Keef and came back from the dead and had a redemption and basically just turned his life around, and this man is like upset about it. That doesn't really correlate in my brain very well for what this is. I just kind of mean his family was rich. Wendigoon's family was rich, not rich, but wealthy, or like, well, let's just say wealthy. Wendigoon's family was wealthy. His father had a redemption, and he got young because he was very smart and made and makes good content. And this man is jelly welly. He's jealous about anyone else that's watching this is like going, well, this guy's kind of this guy's kind of slow. Yeah, I think this guy's kind of slow.
Talk about his past and supposedly being a founding member in an online conspiracy theory group that, according to him, snowballed out of control into being a white supremacist neo-Nazi organization called the Boogaloo Boys. His online username at the time was Boogaloo Boy, and he claims to be the first to have started using it, but that he left the group and became Wendigoon after things started to get out of hand. And this is not a conspiracy theory in itself. Shockingly, he literally has said so in writing, as you'll see. He was just like, oh geez, sorry guys, about starting a violent hate group, guys. Sorry that people got killed. I totally didn't mean to do all that.
Now, the jealous prick is, I feel very much, he's reaching, bro, he's dragging. What the fuck was Wendigoon supposed to say to some violent ass people? Hey, don't do that, and expect them to fucking, I think leaving and just not being involved is the best thing he could have done. I mean, what else, like I said, what else was he supposed to do to some violent people that could possibly hurt him? Yeah, don't do that or I'm gonna do XYZ. That's a very good way to get fucking murdered. But this guy doesn't have any survival skills, so he'd be the dumbass to fucking do that. He'd be the dumbass. I go to Mexico, fuck with the cartel, and then be surprised when the cartel's like fucking threatening him because this guy's fucking slow. What do we expect? I mean, he's making a hit piece on Wendigoon because he's fucking jealous. This is fucking mind-boggling because I don't get it. I don't get it. I do not get it.
So it should be noted that the Boogaloo Boys are known for wearing Hawaiian shirts. And guess who else always has on a Hawaiian shirt, despite the fact that he publicly totally does not share in their beliefs, guys. I'm just saying that if at the very least I, in any way whatsoever, somehow accidentally, inadvertently, started a hate group, I wouldn't continue to still dress like them if it were me. It would make me look like I still believed in their cause, and that I just couldn't talk about it because people would publicly get mad at me.
Have you ever thought why people would publicly get mad at you? Like, did you maybe think that the things you were talking about were a bit of a fucking reach? Like the Hawaiian shirt, buddy? The Hawaiian shirt? Tell me not. Wearing a Hawaiian shirt automatically means you're a part of a neo-Nazi group, apparently to this fucking guy. Like, he must be on the street, fucking seeing people wearing Hawaiian shirts. God forbid this guy ever goes to fucking Hawaii as a tourist. This man's gonna fucking explode. This just has me very breath-taken, if that's even a fucking word, because of how stupid this guy is, how greedy this guy is, and what the fuck was he expecting when making this video slash hit piece? Did he expect people to be like, yeah, we agree with your dumbass take, we agree with your really fucking reaching ass statements? Like, no, buddy, no, better go somewhere else with that fucking bullshit, because guess what, you know what, there's someone in my comment saying we, so I'm just gonna change it. I don't give a fuck. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Come back for tomorrow, and it's a double upload because I felt like I just needed to talk about this.